nobody was texting war plans. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you.
Bombshell news dropped Monday when we learned that senior Trump officials shared top secret war plans on a commercial app, Signal, with well-known journalist Jeffrey Goldberg. Fox News is not only the top-rated cable news network, but they are also famously in the tank for the Trump administration. So it's always fascinating to see how Fox News personalities cover clearly negative news stories about President Trump. I'm Mediaite founding editor Colby Hall, and here are the 5 stages of Fox News grief over the leak of top-secret war plans. Number 1, denial. There's no way this happened. You're crazy.
Did you ever try to start a group text? You're adding people and you accidentally add the wrong person. All of a sudden, your Aunt Mary knows all your raunchy plans for the bachelor party. Well, that kind of happened today with the Trump administration.
I don't trust Jeffrey Goldberg. The last time I sat on the couch with you guys, he had the ridiculous story about Vanessa Guillen. He had the suckers and losers. He is not a credible reporter.
We don't know how much of this is accurate or not, but it looks like even if everything the Atlantic reported is true, it's the president's advisors discussing among themselves options they might recommend to the president.
Number 2, anger. This isn't a real story. It's how the media is covering it that's the real problem.
The story of the day, at least on the left-wing networks, was how some plans were discussed in that chain of messages that included some information about possible plans for bombing the Houthis.
More feigned, phony outrage. This is now the scandal of the week that you will see nonstop, 24/7. That nobody will care about.
And this is what the leftist media is reduced to. They can't argue with the policies which the American people support.
But the state-run legacy media mob doesn't care about any of these accomplishments.
Now we're griping about who's on a text message and who's not. I mean, come on.
Number 3, bargaining. Look, a leak might be a problem, but what about what we learned about how great and thoughtful a discussion we saw?
If it was accidental, and we'll wait to see if this was accidental, it is incredibly concerning that this information would be shared over the Signal app with a journalist included.
And nobody can deny the success of what the president is doing here, which is what Pete Hegseth just underscored.
If you read the content of these messages, I think you'll come away proud that these are the leaders making these decisions in America.
Number 4, depression. Guys, this isn't great news, and heads might roll.
If it was accidental, and we'll wait to see if this was accidental, it is incredibly concerning that this information would be shared over the Signal app with a journalist included.
Whoever did end up adding him, why are you communicating with this guy?
Yeah.
You should not be communicating with him. This is not the person to be communicating with.
Obviously, to me, it was a mistake. But when I'm reading in Politico that Mike Waltz is in trouble, and, I think that there's not a chance in heck. The thing that gets you in trouble with President Trump is disloyalty and duplicity.
Mike Waltz, the National Security Advisor, has no plans to resign. He is not resigning. And as of this moment, President Trump has no plans to fire him.
Number 5, acceptance. Okay, not acceptance, but downplaying. It's like, maybe they did leak it, but come on. Everyone does this.
National security was compromised from the standpoint that you did invite an outsider who doesn't have top secret security clearance into the group. But nothing else untoward happened. But I'll tell you, this would count as a BFD, according to people that I've talked to, and it will likely be looked into.
Well, National Security Advisor Mike Waltz accidentally added a reporter to the group text, and not a good reporter. Could have been a wee bit of a security breach, but it's not like they homebrewed a server and then bleached it or kept classified documents in their garages next to their Corvette. I'm sure it won't happen again.
As it relates to government officials using Signal, they all use it. They're not supposed to, but they use it.
But not for top secret stuff.
They use it. CIA, every single intelligence agency uses Signal. I know that for a fact. I talk to them on Signal. They're sources of mine. They all use Signal.
That's it. Everyone leaks top secret information to reporters, right? It's not a big deal. The story will go away. I don't think that's the case. In fact, there's already a reliable report out there that suggests that Trump is considering a preemptive pardon of Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth for leaking classified information to a reporter. Now, that's a felony under a law that was signed into law by President Trump during the first administration. Look, the story isn't going away anytime soon, and I think the Trump administration might want to get their ducks in a row, and Fox News should follow suit. If you want more stories like this, please click the like and subscribe button. I'm Mediaite founding editor Colby Hall. Thanks for watching.